What's up, everybody, and welcome to Macon, Georgia. This is the most dangerous city in Georgia, and I'll give you guys some information so you guys can understand how dangerous this city is. But basically, Macon, Georgia's homicide rate is 70 per 100,000, and that practically means that it's more dangerous than I was just going to give you guys some comparables so you understand how dangerous the city is. The homicide rate here is 70 per 100,000. So that is okay. Let me give you guys some comparisons. Give me a second. I don't know why our windshield fogged up. Is it the phone or the windshield? What's going on here? Give me a second, guys.
Windshield.
No, it's on the inside. Is it on the inside or the outside?
I think it's the outside.
What the crap? We just got here. No, don't start me the video like this, man.
Potato, everybody.
I think we'll be alright.
Yeah.
I don't know why it's so glary. Is it on the inside or the outside?
I think it, never know with these things.
What the crap?
You get a potato. Potato. Delighted every bite.
Is it on the inside or the outside? It was clean earlier.
Yeah. But, there's also glare and...
There's a lot of glare. There's all these bright lights overhead. It's probably just it's so freaking dangerous. They're gonna have all these freaking lights over.
Yeah.
Alright, so I'm gonna tell you how dangerous this city is that we're in right now. It was beautiful in the other town we were recording in. What happened here? Hold on, man. Is this on the inside or the outside? Can I see your sweater? What the crap, y'all? I'm serious. Let me see your sweater, man.
Trying to address me during the
Hold
video.
on, no, this ain't right.
Here you go.
Why is this happening?
I took this stupid thing
It's
off.
not on the inside. What's going on?
It was already irritating me. Here you go.
There we go.
You fixed it?
Yeah.
Alright. Well, I'm happy because I took it off.
Alright, guys. So just so you guys understand, it was in a weird, zoom setting. Alright, guys. So now that we can see where the crap are going. Macon, Georgia. Homicide rate 70 per 100,000. Just so you understand how dangerous that is. Chicago, Illinois is 20 per 100,000. So you're more than 3 times as likely, and it is on the inside because it made a difference with that. So did you get the sweater?
Yeah.
Got that sweater. I don't know why it's fogging up on the inside. That's weird. All of a sudden, as soon as we got here, boom, it fogged up.
No,
there we go. No, that's better. We gotta get on a street called Houston.
Yeah.
Which, by the way, they don't know how to pronounce it here. They think it's Houston or Huston or something like that. So they don't know how to read it. Bless their hearts. Locals don't know how to say Houston. That's hilarious.
The locals of Hialeah don't know how to say Hialeah. They say Hialeah.
Make sure we're heading towards Houston Street now.
Yeah, we'll find out.
Alright, guys. So, sorry, I got off to a really weird start on today's video. I think if I heat it up, it'll dot it out. If I cool it down, one of the two. I think it's cool. You know what it is? It's really cold outside and it's hot in here, so it's cool. There we go.
Why are you heading south when you need to head north?
I need to head south. I got it. It comes right up out of here. It comes right up to here on the left. Sorry, guys. I'm just trying. I don't know why I got off to just crappy start on today's video. But basically, this is Houston right here. No left turn?
Yeah.
Oh. Is it a one-way? You gotta go this way. How do you get on that road over there?
Jose? You gotta go to Guy Payne Road. And then get on Houston, because if you didn't see the fork, then it is closed until December.
Okay, so how do I get on Houston?
You're gonna have to head north, and then you'll make a turn on Guy Payne.
Is he? Oh, it is closed. Well, if you just keep going on Broadway right there?
Yeah.
Okay, get me on Broadway. I'm gonna go over there. What a crap. What is wrong with this phone today, man? It's aggravating me. I had a whole speech about how horrible Macon was, but the phone.
Then we got to Macon.
By the way, look how much cheaper gas is here than in Florida.
I know.
Okay, so we gotta get on this Broadway and then cut across. Is there anybody coming from that angle? Where are the roads at here?
I can't even see the angle.
Dude, it's so crappy.
Go.
What a crappy city, man. Okay, so is that Broadway right there? Is it closed? That's Broadway.
Yeah.
Road closed. You can't go in there?
Houston.
Road closed. Can you go in there?
Doesn't look like
Okay,
only
we'll
coming
go.
out.
Alright, we'll go this way then.
Yeah, you're gonna have to turn right on Guy Payne.
Okay. Let me know before we get to it, because I can't see that. The whole city's always under construction. It's aggravating. Alright, guys, I had a whole speech about how horrible Macon was. We'll get to it in a minute.
It's so horrible you can't figure out how to get into any street.
Can't even get into the hood, man.
Can't even get into the street.
GPS and honey, I ain't got all day. Bless your heart. Bless your heart, honey. There's a road here. Does it go somewhere? Okay, here we go. Alright, sorry about that, guys. I know I'm off to a horrible start. So, Macon, Georgia is the most dangerous city in Georgia. The homicide rate here is 70 per 100,000. So, how bad is that number if you're not familiar with these numbers? Okay, so that's 10 times higher than the national average. You're 10 times more likely to get killed here in Macon than you are anywhere in the United States. But wait, there's more. The most dangerous cities in Mexico, for example, Culiacan, Sinaloa is the city where the Sinaloa cartel is based out of. Their homicide rate is 61 per 100,000. Oh, they have a paper mill here. It stinks. That's why I can't breathe.
I'm gonna take a left up here.
So in 2022, you are more likely to get killed here in Macon, Georgia. Is this Houston? Yeah.
Yeah, you're gonna take a left.
You're more likely to get killed here in Macon, Georgia in 2022 than you are in Culiacan, Sinaloa, where the Sinaloa cartel is based out of. Yeah, it's that bad. So this might look like a normal American city to you at first glance, but it's not. This is a very dangerous city. For one, it's 11 o'clock at night, and you can see the streets are kind of empty. Not even cars out. Just ghost town out here. Dangerous. Dangerous. Lots of gangs here in Macon, Georgia. Probably that contributes to most of the violence, I wouldn't doubt. Right now we're on Houston. I know the locals don't know how to pronounce Houston because bless their hearts, they don't know any better. They really don't. Bless their hearts. But a wrong turn into any of these streets here could prove deadly. It's a very dangerous city. Chicago, Illinois, right? People think Chicago is dangerous. Chicago's homicide rate is less than a third of the homicide rate here. You can see gas stations are all boarded up at night. You know, like this one's abandoned.
Yeah.
Wow, this is ghetto. Oh my god. Yeah, this is a really dangerous and scary city at night. I mean, it's dangerous and scary in the daytime, but this late at night, place like this, terror freaking fine. It's a very dangerous and scary city at night. Hearing gunshots tonight in this video wouldn't be out of the question. In fact, if it wasn't for the fact it's a Monday night, we might not hear it, but if it was Saturday or Friday, you'd hear gunshots here. Very, very dangerous. And we are in the middle of the city. I know we don't see a single car out and about. Nobody's out and about. We're in the middle of the city. But
and don't ask me to come during that time. I'm just here today.
Yeah, the fact that there's literally nobody in these neighborhoods should just give you an indication of how dangerous it is just to drive through here. I mean, literally, it's only 10:50 and there's nobody out and about and we're in the city, yeah. So it's dangerous. Other comparisons. Mexico City's homicide rate is 8 per 100,000. So, what, 8? 7 divided by 8, Katie? 5.6 times more dangerous?
Yeah.
Yeah. This is 5.6 times more dangerous than Mexico City. Notice how there's one person on a bicycle right here. I don't even know if we should stop at this light or not. There's like literally nobody out here. That's how you know it's scary. I mean, we're in a city. How many people live in Macon? 200,000 people?
Yeah, it's a mid-sized city.
Yeah, about 200,000 people. Go figure. A city, look it up though, just to be sure. A city of 200,000 people, and at 10:50 at night, the streets look like this. That is terrifying. I lived in Montgomery, Alabama, I lived between Montgomery and Birmingham, which are about as dangerous as this. So I kind of understand how dangerous this is out here, because I live between Birmingham. So last year on record, that house is abandoned. Last year on record, what's all this garbage? Is that like a homeless camp? It's like a roadside homeless camp. What the crap? The last year that I lived in Montgomery, the homicide rate was 43. So actually, in 2023, it was 100,000 here. So I lived in Montgomery, which is as dangerous as this is in 2023. And that year, the homicide rate in Birmingham was 77. And I was in Birmingham a lot. So I do understand how dangerous it is to be out here, because the homicide rates here in Macon are comparable to the homicide rates. What was that?
My bra strap.
Mike's terrifying. The homicide rate here is on par with what the homicide rate was in Birmingham and Montgomery the year that I lived in Alabama. So yeah, I kind of understand like the probability of something going wrong here.
The city is 157,000.
157,000 people.
And the metro is 234,000.
Yeah, it's about 200,000 people live in this metro area. And at 11 o'clock at night, it's already empty. You don't even see that many cars even parked. The cars are all like inside houses. They don't leave cars outside businesses. It's the trenches. And I know the people that live here, they get used to it. Like, I know in the comments they're already angry at me, because they're used to it.
I've lived here since 1954.
Yeah, I've never been killed yet.
When I was born.
Like, I haven't even been killed yet. I'm still alive. Here's one car. Like, I've never been killed. I'm still alive.
Good for you.
Kind of a cool night. Just gotta watch cars and stuff. You literally, if you see another car, you gotta like watch what they're doing.
Yeah.
And the people, sadly, the people that live here, they're used to it. You know, this is normal for them. This is their town where they're from. To them, this is normal. But to the rest of us that live in normal places, you know, it's not normal for us. They're desensitized to the violence. To them, it's normal.
Or be like, oh, you can't live it over there. You gotta go live over here.
Yeah, no, to them it's normal. They're desensitized to the violence. They think it's normal because this is all they grew up around this their whole lives. This is normal for them.
This is a dead end.
Oh, it looks like it's not on the map though. We'll just trust the sign.
Yeah.
I've seen houses where like they'll have plywood on the windows, but then they'll have like one little hole so they can peek through the plywood. It's like, what the crap? Look, these houses are all abandoned. Look at that. All those houses are abandoned. Wow, dude. Look at the garbage piles. There's a car stopped over there. One of those Dodge Chargers.
Sounded like an ATV.
Yeah, it sounded like an ATV. There's a car stopped over here. I'm not sure why. There's just garbage piles everywhere. I'm gonna watch this car right here. It's just parked right there. And it's like parked at an angle. It's not even. It's gonna move a little bit fast. Let's keep it moving.
There's a car behind us.
Yeah, it's the same car from earlier.
Houston. That's a place I want to go back to soon.
Houston, Texas? Yeah,
I love
Houston. Oh, yeah, what a cool city.
I love Houston. I've always wanted to take your dad there.
The crazy thing is that you're 4 times more likely to get killed in Macon than you are to get killed in Atlanta. And Atlanta's considered a dangerous city.
Yeah,
it's really bad out here. I think the biggest contributing factor here is gangs. There's just too many gangs.
Yeah. There's some really good food in Houston.
Oh, Mexican American food.
Yeah.
Mexican Americans go to Houston and to Memphis.
San Antonio's good too for food.
Hood
A
corner
lot of
stores.
places in Texas have really good food.
Shive food. Oh, look, there's just housing projects. Oh, they're across the street. Those are housing projects over there. On that side of the road. The housing projects over there or behind here? I think behind here. Why I like this car like that? I'm sure you don't see the same car twice even. Is it that way or this way? Okay, but on the other side it's housing projects. We'll spin around, drive through. It's kind of cold, but I want to have my window down. It helps keep the windshield.
Yeah, that's fine.
What's the temperature outside?
I don't know. I could check my
If you go
phone.
home here, I'll tell you. 57, it's pretty cold. We're not used to that in Florida. We're on Granada Terrace.
Where were you able to see the temperature?
And you click the home screen here, watch.
Oh, yeah, that's what you said. It feels good. You gotta remember when we lived in Alabama, like we'd sit outside on the porch and it'd be like 30 degrees
Yeah.
without a sweater. But in Florida, if it gets under 70, you're wearing a sweater because of it's like a wet cold.
Okay.
Yeah.
There's housing projects over there. I'm gonna go in though.
Yeah.
There's people just stopped on the road. It's kind of like they got it blocked.
Yep.
Can't really go around them, can you?
Nope. There's no going around them.
They got it blocked.
Yep.
I want to go into those housing projects over there, but not if there's somebody blocking the road. It's not even worth trying.
Yeah.
They're blocking it.
Yep.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
They're not even letting you go in there.
Nope.
That's wild.
Yeah.
That's absolutely wild. You can't even drive in there. They got it blocked. Imagine if cars were just driving through there, they could do a drive-by or something. So if they can block the entrance, nobody can get in.
Yeah.
Wild crap, man. So all the cities along the Black Belt are actually this dangerous. Montgomery and Birmingham, if you go to west, Montgomery and Birmingham are the same way. What corner store is that open? I think it's lit up. If you go west of here, Montgomery and Birmingham are the same way. Jackson, Mississippi, then the next state over is Alabama. Montgomery and Birmingham are the same way, to the center part of the state. And you go to the next state over, and you got Jackson, Mississippi, just the same way. Baton Rouge, Louisiana, the same way. If you go the other way, all the way up to Vicksburg or Lynchburg, whatever the crap over there in
Yeah. Vicksburg.
in Virginia, it's the same way. They're all the Black Belt is like America's crime belt. It's America's crime belt. All the most dangerous. There's just a truck there. Okay, we should leave. Nobody in it?
No.
Okay, it's just, all these houses are like abandoned at best. Crazy. This whole place, like every other building, is abandoned. So it's just like with the Black Belt. It's all the worst cities in the United States. All the most dangerous cities are along the Black Belt. It's like everywhere you look are abandoned buildings. It's like, dude, this city, how many like people did this city have at its peak? Like, look how it's just like abandoned and like, this is something they were building new and it went to crap before they built it with the hurricane, probably. Is that what it looks like? It's like they were gonna build something and then they quit on it. Scary. My goodness.
Right now, they're kind of at their peak.
Really?
Yeah.
Looks like there's a lot
They
of
actually,
abandoned.
between the last census and this census, in 2010, they had 91,000. And now they have 157,000. So they gained like 50,000 people.
They might have reshaped their city boundaries. Nobody's moving here. This is a dying area.
Yeah.
Either that, or it could be the growth is on the outskirts, but it's not here. This is dead.
Yeah. That's the case for a lot of cities. Even, remember Montgomery was kind of like that?
Yeah, they just reshaped their boundaries. Alright, we're gonna head north along. Is this 241 here? Heading north now.
This is 22.
Alright, there's one street that goes north towards our destination. I'm gonna, I think it's that one. See that one right there? It might be that one. I'm gonna slide through here. Let me see. Yeah, okay, so that's Highway 80. Okay, actually 41 if we go that way. We're gonna go in here and then we're gonna cut across to get on 41. See 41? Eventually 41 goes like that. We're eventually gonna get back on 41 and head north towards our destination. Back towards Atlanta. Atlanta, with your streets full of crime and the women who shake their behind. Traffic jam on the grind. Get shot in your spine or you're behind. Here's another house here. That's the thing about this area too. So everybody here just lives off the government or something. Here's another government housing complex. But that's the problem with people in the South. People in the South, like, they want everything for free. Like, it's all these states in the South, it's like the same story. Like, all these states are just like, here's a street that goes into the housing project. It's like a great place to turn into. All these cities in the South, it's like the same thing. It's like everybody just wants to live off the government. Have you ever thought about buying your own house, maybe? Owning your own property? No. Free government housing for everybody. There's probably more mansions in Sarasota. There's more public housing per capita here. You smell the weed? Wow. They got money for that. We give them free government housing or subsidized housing, and then they got money for weed. So that stuff's expensive, man. That stuff ain't cheap. Our tax dollars hard at work. I bet you there's more millionaires per capita in Sarasota than there are government housing units here per capita. It's like you should strive to have a mansion, not strive to get free housing. But people here, like where we're from in Florida, people strive to live in a mansion. People here strive to get free government housing. It's just people's priorities are screwed up. You know, like when I lived in Montgomery, Alabama, like the first of the month was like a holiday. In fact, there's even a song from Montgomery that says, "To me, the first of the month is like a holiday." And I remember when Alabama, the first of the month came around, all the stores were filled up. It's like, you know, it's like an entire, like the whole Mid-South, you know, the central part of Georgia, Alabama, Mississippi, and into Louisiana, like what's called the Black Belt.
At the end of the month, they were crying because they didn't have food.
Oh yeah, they were starving at the end of the month. At the end of the month, they were starving. Come on, man, buy me a hot dog. Come on, man, give me a hot dog. Remember how they were? On the 28th, they were crying, asking you to buy them a hot dog. Why is this a double red? I just want to leave this intersection. It scares me. I'm just going to go. Nobody coming?
Okay.
I'm not going to stop here. I don't know why the crap there's a double red here. Makes no freaking sense. A car saw us stop at the light. Make sure they don't follow us.
Yeah.
Look, there's more government housing over there. Look at the map.
Wow.
Unbelievable. Take this little strip. Get me on 41. I think if we just keep heading west, eventually we get on 41.
Yeah.
But it was like in Montgomery. When I was in Montgomery, it was like the first of the month, dude. On the 28th, they were crying for a hot dog. Come on, man, just give me a give me a hot dog from the gas station, man. It's the 28th. We're hungry, man. And now, first of the month, I don't need nothing from you. I got my food stamps today. I don't need you now. I was like, wow, these people are. It's like living in a prison, living in Montgomery.
Like, wow, these people are thankless. They like you at the end of the month
because they're starving.
Yep.
But it's like, dude, it's like the entire economy of this area is just based around people having a disability and SSI and food stamps. I hate it living here. I like living in Florida where everybody works. You know, the hardworking Haitian people. I love Haitian people. We go to Miami and we get some griot. Some of the best Haitian food you're ever gonna have. Go to Miami and get Haitian food, get Jamaican food, Cuban, Puerto Rican, Dominican. Get all those good Caribbean foods. And the worst part of these people up here is how racist they are. I mean, the people here, it's like the racism is incredible. I've had friends that were living here for military purposes, and they're Puerto Ricans. You know, Puerto Ricans are U.S. born citizens. They're born as citizens. They're not. Can't be illegal. They're born Americans. Puerto Rico's part of the United States. I had a Puerto Rican friend that was stationed up here at a military base. And he told me he dealt with racism on a daily basis. And I'm thinking, crazy, because you're an American. You know, you're in your own country, but these people here are so backwards. And then they're sensitive. Not only are they racist, but then they're like, they won't even talk about it either. It's like they're racist, but then if you tell them they're racist, or if you talk about racism, then they're sensitive. They're racist, but then they're sensitive about it. If that makes any sense. It's a level of hypocrisy that's unmatched. Imagine being racist, living in a racist place, and then people's sensibilities about racism are so tight that they can't even talk about it. To them, talking about racism makes you racist. They get offended by it because they don't know how to cope with it. It's like there's so much racism here that the people that live here are kind of like, it's almost like a post-traumatic stress disorder issue where like they haven't come to grips with the reality of the racism of living in the Deep South. So like, since they can't cope with the racism aspect of it, then they don't want to talk about it, they don't want to acknowledge it. It's kind of like somebody who has a phobia. Well, if they have a phobia, it's because you're traumatized by it. You've been traumatized by the racism, so now you can't even feel comfortable talking about it because you're traumatized by it. And everybody here is traumatized by racism. It's sad that it's like that. And it gets worse once you head to Mississippi and Alabama. It's bad here in Georgia, but you hop it over into Alabama, it's worse. Mississippi, it's worse. Parts of Louisiana as well.
Turn right at the light and you'll be on 41.
All right, we'll take you 41 as far north. Look at a map real quick, study it. Put in our GPS, look where we're actually heading. But we'll try to go on 41 for as long as possible. They're traumatized by the racism, so then they don't even feel comfortable talking about it because it's like a trauma they have. Everybody that lives here has been traumatized by racism. Imagine you live in a city where you're 10 times more likely to get killed than anywhere else. You think that doesn't traumatize you? You think that doesn't make you get offended? And it's weird because like where we live, since racism isn't a thing, we can talk. Like in South Florida, I can talk openly about racism of anybody, black, white, purple. It doesn't matter because nobody there has a. So I'll just keep going north as much as I can. You know, even in South Florida, the little kids, you know, we call them Jets in Florida. It doesn't matter if they're black, white, or Spanish, you know. What's up, my brother? You know, it's not a problem down there because everybody, that's the vocabulary. If you guys remember, I did an interview with a white girl in Tampa, and she said the word that they're not allowed to say here. And it's just part of her vocabulary. It's normal in Florida. I don't have that vocabulary because I'm an educated person, and that's kind of a vulgar, low thing to do, so I don't talk like that.
You can keep going north if you want.
Alright, I'll keep going north. That's like a low and vulgar thing to do. That's not part of my vocabulary. But a lot of people in South Florida, white, Hispanic, everybody says it. And then and the black people that live down there, or the Haitians or the blacks that are down there, they don't get offended by it because they understand that it doesn't carry the same context. But when you're into the Deep South, and here you can't, if you're white or Hispanic, you can't even say that word because to them that word carries this negative, you know, it comes with all the hate and the slavery and I don't know how people can live in a place like this. The year that I lived in Montgomery, Alabama was the most miserable year of my life. Katie, for you?
It was like there was hard times, but It wasn't miserable. Like dealing with the folks, yeah, but going around and seeing new places.
No, we make the best out of anything.
Yeah,
we're not gonna let that run our life. But as far as like day-to-day coexistence with people,
well, I think it was different. I mean, I could tell nobody liked me, and you know, we had some scary moments.
Nobody liked me, and it was nobody liked me, and it was scary.
Yeah.
Oh, great description.
I will say, like, me going into actual stores and, you know, everyday things like grocery shopping, for me, it was a lot easier because in Florida, people are kind of, like, have this egotism.
I love how you're going against the grain on me.
No, like, people will make fun of me or try to hit on me, you know, and I never had that in Alabama. I will say that.
Because in Alabama, the people look like you.
Mm-hmm.
You're inbred, overweight American, so they kind of like, that's my own kind right there. Katie, thank you for going against the grain. Like, you contradicted me completely.
I'm not trying to contradict you, but I will say...
Here, put this bottle of water in your mouth for a minute. Love how you contradicted me. That's just like...
I'm not trying to.
Sakes.
But I've talked to you about it before.
Thanks for contradicting me. You know what this moment reminds me of?
What?
It reminds me of... You remember the Cheech and Chong movie?
Yeah.
Where the guy was like, Mexican Americans.
Yeah.
But they have to.
Yeah.
So they do it real slow. And then the other was like, I kick you in. You just pulled one of those on me right there.
No, I'm like
you just pulled a Cheech and Chong.
No, I'm
over
saying
here like,
that like I wasn't harassed when I was just trying to do grocery shopping.
Right. You know, you just pulled a Cheech and Chong on me. Here I am, Mexican Americans.
You're mad at me, but I told you the truth.
I kick you in the butt.
I told you the truth. You wanted the truth.
Oh yeah, it's like it's like that, but different, you know.
Like, I could go to the store by myself and not have to deal with the garbage that I deal with in Florida.
Basically, people in Florida pick on you.
Yeah.
But have they ever pulled a gun on you? No. So why are you complaining?
True.
I love how you just totally went against the grain. You're like, hey there, kick you in the butt. That's what you just did to me right there.
I'm not trying to. I just, you know how I am with honesty, and I just like answer.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Just go against the grain.
I'm not trying to. I was just being honest.
Kick you in the butt.
You're mad at me, but I was honest.
You're telling me that you enjoyed the year that you lived in Montgomery?
Not necessarily. I enjoyed being with you and only you, and not having like.
Katie, my goodness, are you retarded? You enjoyed the year that you lived in Montgomery?
Other than
getting shot every other day?
Yeah.
Come on, dude.
I didn't enjoy that part. I hated that.
Kick you in the butt. Wow. Get out. If you enjoyed it so much, get out. Just walk out. Like, just stay right here where you belong.
Oh, thank you.
Oh, so you like it here.
No,
Oh, you say you like it here. You say you like the good paper. They treat me right. How did you say these folks out here, they treat me right.
They didn't.
That's not, I asked you and you said they were treating you better.
People like refuse to talk to me and refuse to be around me.
Stay here then.
No.
Somebody walking on the road. There's somebody walking on the road, ain't there? I just see a shadow.
Yep, someone's walking down the road.
Okay, nice night for a walk. Is he like panhandling or?
No.
Okay, so is this a green light to turn that way, but not to go straight?
You have to go straight. It's weird.
Light.
You were supposed to go straight.
I don't know. How does that light work? It's like, is it missing or something? Or?
I don't know.
There were always people panhandling at this exit. I remember we got off at this exit one time. I was like,
you're on the ramp now.
What? Am I going the wrong way?
No, you're going the correct way.
This is so confusing. Wow, this is confusing. So, I asked you if living in Montgomery was not the worst, most miserable of your life, and your answer was no.
Like, there was a lot of stuff that I didn't like.
That's what we're talking about today.
Yeah.
Break that down.
Okay.
It's like, how the crap am I going to be trash talking a place and you're like, well, it wasn't that bad, Jose.
Alabama. Oh, Alabama was horrible. They called me American Yankee. I would hear people talking about me.
Oh, they were trading me. They called me a Yankee. Someone just walking on the road.
Yeah.
My goodness. At night, that's crazy.
Yeah.
Katie, they called you a Yankee.
A Mexican Yankee.
They treated me right. They were calling me.
I never said they treated me right. I'm just saying.
It's on video.
All I'm saying is, you know,
they called me a Yankee.
Nobody would talk to me.
They sure know how to treat a Yankee in Alabama.
I never said that.
You practically said that, yeah. Yeah, you did. They sure know how to treat a Yankee in Alabama.
They don't even talk to you. Actually, I found it kind of... I'm very antisocial.
I've had enough of your opinions today. I like it when people treat me wrong, Jose.
No, I hated that part. Like, I didn't like that.
Katie, if I'm talking about how crappy Alabama was and living in the Deep South was, how are you going to come at me with a...
Oh, the people were miserable. They were completely miserable. They were sad. You know, I would hear things in the grocery store like, oh, she voted for Biden, so I left her. And the kids crying like, you left mommy.
Katie.
Yeah.
I have no idea what you're talking about. But how is your narrative of Alabama?
It was odd. It was just odd. But, you know, like, half the stuff, like, when everything, like, was, like, until it got really, really bad, I just found, like, a lot of it was just, like, really...
Huh?
Like, I didn't like how they treat other people. Like, they don't even like themselves.
Well, I had somebody want to tell me, we don't like ourselves, so how can we like you?
Yeah.
That's true. I mean, if your city is killing each other at a rate of 10 times the national average,
Yeah.
if you don't even like your own people, how can you like somebody else?
I know.
That's Macon with the bacon. I hope you guys liked today's video. I don't know what is wrong with Katie. Bless her heart.